So Twine was founded 4 years ago by two twins, brothers, hence the Twine. Almost all 70 people are coming from the printing industry and the 3D printing industry. So the entire digital transformation that happened in the printing industry 30 and 40 years ago is exactly what made them ask, why not in the textile industry? And let's talk a little bit about the textile industry. So first of all, today there are trends that already happen. Earlier you heard about digital. What's digital? So digital, for the most of us, and usually the young people, it's buying online, it's Facebook, it's having the phone, the maps, everything in the palms of my hands. But to be honest, digital in the production process, not so much today. The majority of production processes, if it's in the textile industry, the fashion industry, are still manual. Sustainability, well, it doesn't exist. It literally doesn't exist. What does exist is e-commerce. E-commerce is the digital of the textile industry. It's growing. And of course, the personalization is an outcome of the ability to order something online. I can just order for me. I can just order one unit. I don't have to take it off the shelf. Let's talk a little bit about this tree. Sustainability is a problem. In the textile industry, the dyeing process is the most polluting process there is. You know, there are numbers published that every 2 years, the entire water in the Mediterranean Sea needs to be replaced. These are the volumes. These are the volumes of water we use in the textile industry for yarn, fiber, fabrics, piece dyeing, and it's inconceivable. And there's no alternative. So this is digital. This is what we know today. These are just two examples, but it's everywhere. It's small brands, it's haute couture brands. This is what we know as digital. This is the only digital cycle we see today in the textile industry. And the third one is personalization. The e-commerce guys are smart. They want to generate more and more and more. How do you do that? You just address the person in front of you and you offer him something special. So personalization. These are the trends that we see today. So if we say that digital and digital and digital, this is the digital that we have today, personalization. Is it really digital? Not exactly, not quite. It is clear, similar way to the printing industry, the digital must be the solution. And how are we about to do that? And here comes what Twine offers. This is the process that you all know today of dyeing. There is color matching, color development, shades development, and it doesn't matter if it's fiber, yarn, or fabrics. It doesn't matter if it's in Italy, in Egypt. This is the way we develop the color. We take powder, we take dyes, we take special people with a lot of knowledge, and they mix and match. There are companies who are doing 200 shades a day, thousands a month. Just if you can calculate how much waste there is in this process, you can understand yourself what it means. And then we move to the dyeing, which is wasteful, polluting, a lot of water. And it doesn't matter if it's natural fibers or if it's what you call man-made fibers. It's polluting. We overstock. We over-manufacture. Why? Because supply chain, the dyer doesn't want to manufacture a kilo. He wants to manufacture 30 kilos. You can understand why. It's not worthwhile turning up the light in the morning if I don't sell enough yarn. So they sell extra yarn. So what did Twine come up with? Very, very simple, very, I would say, the right way to do it. First of all, turning one process, the first one, into a digital process. The sample making will become digital. How? With some of the partners around here. You won't mix and match. You already have your phone with a camera. It's like a colorimator. Look at the patch, look at the sample I want, sample it, here's the color. Why do I need to develop it? On the other hand, I do need something or some kind of solution that will know how to receive it. And here's comes the second solution, the system itself. Replacing the package dyeing, replacing the boilers, replacing the conventional dyeing process will be a digital machine. a machine that will get a value, hence the digital. What's digital? Digital is taking conventional processes, usually operated by specialists with a lot of knowledge, with a lot of skills, and turning them into a simple process that everybody can operate. Goes without saying, Industry 4.0, cloud-based, it will all be connected. So if I'm traveling in, I don't know, in Canada, and I see the color of the leaves in the autumn, I take a picture, I sample it, and next month I can go back home after the vacation and manufacture this exact sample. Okay, as simple as that. The technology behind it, that's something I want to describe a little bit, is amazing. We developed a solution that can take basic inks that, again, we developed. We mix them, put them through the machine, and you've got your yarn at the palms of your hands. Anybody can operate it. Literally anybody. I know nothing about dyes. I don't know chemistry, I don't know physics, I know nothing, but yet I can today manufacture dye yarn that will be used for a shirt, for a sock, for a tie, for cars, for the dashboard, with a click of a button. Have zero knowledge. Still I can do that. Why? Because we took all that you need to do into a very, very simple process, combined it into a very compact machine. The machine actually, it's like 2 meters. You can put it everywhere. If you've got an office, if you have a production site, fully recyclable, we use the ink, we recycle the ink, we use everything again and again and again. And at the end of the day, if you want a sample to develop a garment, to develop everything you can think of, we can give it in minutes. So all the freight cost, all the fact that you have to send it back and forth to the dye house, to order, they don't have it in stock, forget it, this will disappear. And this name, the DST, Digital Selective Treatment, it's a vision to the future, because this specific machine, that's the next generation machine, of course, will be able to do more than that dye in color. It will be able to treat the yarn, for example, hydrophobic yarns, okay? Anti-flame yarns. Everything you can do with yarn today, which are, ladies and gentlemen, super. It's unsustainable. It will be, the polite way to tell it. These are disgusting processes. They are, if you've ever been to a site that dyes yarn or treats yarn, you understand what the chemicals mean. Okay, you have to have special water treatment and air treatments, and then we wear it. And the children wear it, and everybody wear it. So if you can take all of these processes and take them to a digital solution which will treat the yarn to do that, that's a real digital revolution. Not only ordering online, but literally creating something digitally. Another thing I would like to show is that dyeing versus printing, it means that the dye actually penetrates the fiber. What you see here is a cross-section of a colored yarn, which suggests that the fastness and the quality will be the same as you used to. And this is very, very important, because to develop something that is a cover, it's, I would say, easier. But then it doesn't stand up to the regulation we would like to have. If you buy kids' clothes, you need Ecotex and Intertech. And this process hits it. Through cross-section, and you see what dyeing means. Now, all of this is clean. There's no sewage, there's no waste, there's nothing. You want a meter of green, a meter of blue, a meter of, I don't know, Coca-Cola red, you have it, just click the button. To understand what we can do with this solution, I would like to review where we are today in the industry. These are some basic steps that you know today. The basic one, traditional production, hundreds of years already here. The next revolution, the third revolution, Industry 4.3 was computerized, and we had the PLM systems that we know better what to order and control, and then digital print came in, and then fast fashion appeared, because now you can control the order, you can order a small batch. And we are here today with the augmented. There are many, many startups and many companies. Israel alone has dozens of startups that are working on augmented reality for the fashion industry. They will measure you, they will size you, and then produce. And of course, personalization. But again, as I told you, it does not really reflect on the supply chain itself, which is the real pain. What will happen, or what needs to really happen, the paradigm shift we expect to see is this one. First of all, microfactories. Okay? The ability to have a simple, small, compact, efficient, digital solution here will move back the production here. Okay, from regulation-wise, because dye houses, well, nobody will open a dye house in Germany, in Düsseldorf. The city will not allow it, of course. But to buy from Turkey, to buy from Egypt, that's okay. What if I have a clean solution? Suddenly there is a digital dye house, that's okay. Virtual inventory. Okay, virtual inventory. You're never out of stock, it's very simple. You always have it, it's digital. I need something, I have it now. Selden Manufacturing. We'll talk about it in a second. And true personalization. For that, I have an example, so I will leave it to the end. What do I mean by digital paradigm shift? Today, the fact is that all the waste and all what we don't want to see, we literally pushed away. It's very simple to go to the internet and type in, if you haven't before, the blue dogs of India. Have you seen that? There are blue dogs who drink water from a river, and the water from the river are the waste of a jeans coloring factory dyeing house. Just type blue dogs of India, you'll be amazed. And there are other in Turkey and Egypt, it's not necessarily in India, of course. So the first thing that we would like to offer, and the vision we have is this. Conventional, first of all, will become digital. Digital is clean, no matter where it is, it's efficient. You dye only what you need, the quantities that you ordered, there's no waste. But then, it will come here. Why? Because there's another fact in this entire cycle. We moved it to China, we moved it to the Far East, we moved it to places that sometimes we don't want to deal with, but then we pay for it in freight cost, in transportation, in ordering, and again, it's not the right color, I need another sample, I need another quantity. Once I have it here, it's easier to react. So all the waste that comes from this, well, artifacts of sending it back there will also disappear. On top of that, everything will be connected. So even if I'm a major brand, and I have stores in London, in Düsseldorf, and in New York, I still want to show the same piece. How can I verify or make sure that it will be the same piece as I move to microfactoring? Digital, this is really digital. Everything will be connected. Everything is in the cloud. I have the same yarn color, the same color code. I manufacture for London 10,000 pieces, for New York 150,000 pieces, but they are all the same. But I can manufacture what this local market wants without throwing away 50% of what I manufacture, which is the average global thrown away. I'm not talking about used, I'm talking about new from the store, not sold. 50%, give or take on the country, of course, is just not sold everywhere. What do we do with that? You know that yourself. The next thing is the Selden Manufacturing. My daughter, she's 7, okay? She's 7 years old. She hates going to the mall. She doesn't know nothing, but she hates going to the mall. That she knows. But she loves ordering clothes online. It's easy. You click the button. There's no responsibility. Nobody spends money, right? She likes that. But this is a challenge, because nobody knows how much stock do I need. Will they order? So we manufacture hundreds and thousands of pieces that nobody buys. What if my daughter will go online, she'll select what she wants, but only then we will manufacture. This is a digital change. Not only the ordering part to the stock. This is the real digital change, and this can be done only with digital solutions which are just in time, per demand, and localized, of course. This can go for embroidery, for sewing, for knitting, for pretty much everything. We said personalization. We just my daughter just chose a shoe. Well, this one is a big shoe, but she chose a smaller shoe. And the company we went online to have a supply chain problem. They would like to offer personalization, but they need to buy the stock in advance. They need to buy the yarn, the fabrics, everything in advance. So they offer 11 colors, 12 colors, 20 colors. So the personalization that my daughter can select are limited. She can't select anything. She wants pink and, I would say, I don't know, green. Green doesn't exist because it's not in stock, nobody ordered. The buyer in Israel decided that green is not suitable for Israel. He hates the football team, it's, you know, everything. What if the sampling process or the selecting process would become digital as well? Think about something like this. I can go to the website with a digital color fan deck, or whatever you want to call it, and select what I want. Now, this is real digital. This is real personalization. Okay, and the only way to do this is digital. Conventional processes does not allow it. They are heavy, they are slow, they require minimal order quantities. Just wake up in the morning and turn the light on. Some examples that we already did, these are one pieces. Today, if somebody wants to develop these pieces, or it doesn't matter, the jacket, the cost of development of such a jacket can reach 10,000 euros. Trial and errors, labor, trial and errors, and then again labor. And then you need to manufacture that. Machine time, you need to buy the machine, you need to buy the yarn. The cost of a unique piece to develop it can reach 10,000 euros per piece. We don't calculate it today because we're used to it. There's no alternative. I want to develop something. I first of all manufacture the fabric, test it, durability and all of that, gauging, looking at all the factors that I know today, and then I manufacture it, and nobody can calculate the cost. This costs dozens, maybe hundreds, because this is big, of dollars, of euros, because you can click a button, get your 200 grams of yarn, and do it. As simple as that. So it doesn't matter, again, embroidery, sewing, knitting, some more examples. This embroidery example, to do it today in a conventional way, 2 days. You need 30 colors, the head has 50 needles, you need the time, you need to develop, color matching. This is a single yarn changing color as you go. Because the design was digital, transformed into a digital file, a PDF, transformed into a digital yarn dyeing system. They calculated the meters, the yarn, everything in there. You've got the cone that you'll put on your embroidery machine that can do it in 40 minutes because that's the time of the embroidery. That's it, as simple as that. And this is real digital transformation, personalization, everything you can think of. Before I finish, I just want to say and quote Jack Ma. You know Jack Ma from Alibaba, the founder of Alibaba. He's a very smart guy. And there's a lot of quotes going online, and you can use them. They're amazing. Most of them are nice. But what he said here, it's right on the spot. That in the past, to manufacture a specific amount just in time, as we know, would be impressive. 1,000, 500, doesn't matter. This would be impressive. Today, the ability to manufacture just what we want, nothing more, a single meter that you don't want will not be manufactured. A company will have the ability to do one yellow shirt. One. Nobody wears yellow, right? One yellow shirt. And the cost will be as if they manufactured 1,000 because they sold it before they manufactured it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is digital transformation. Thank you very much.